From a white-haired old man suddenly transforming back into a baby in a cradle? It sounds like something out of a movie, but in the vast ocean, the jellyfish Turritopsis dohrnii is actually doing this every day. This miraculous rejuvenation ability was discovered entirely by accident in the 1980s. During a laboratory visit, students Christian Sommer and Giorgio Bavastrebau collected these jellyfish for research. After they released their young, medusae, Sommer accidentally left the container unattended for a while. When he returned to check, instead of finding the remains of mature jellyfish, he was astonished to discover many new polyps, young embryonic stages, attached to the bottom of the container. This was the first evidence that jellyfish could reverse their life cycle instead of dying. When reports of this phenomenon were released, the scientific community initially reacted extremely strongly. The late Professor Volker Schmid, a brilliant cell expert, asserted that this was impossible because mature cells cannot revert to stem cells. To prove this, researcher Fernando Boero conducted an experiment right before Schmid's eyes. He simply used tweezers to gently pinch a jellyfish, creating a small physical impact. Immediately, the jellyfish began to shrink into a massive tissue and grow new polyps. Volker Schmid was astonished and later became a key collaborator in deciphering this phenomenon. Why are they called immortal? The name immortal jellyfish wasn't actually coined by scientists. When a research paper on them was rejected by the journal Nature for its unbelievable content, Professor Federico Di Trocchio, head of communications at the University of Lecce, replaced the dry technical term differentiation with immortal in the press release. 6 steps in the miraculous life cycle. To understand why Turritopsis dohrnii is different, we need to look at its life cycle diagram through 6 specific stages. 1. Similar beginning, fertilization. Both immortal jellyfish, T. dohrnii, and common jellyfish, T. rubra, begin with adult jellyfish releasing eggs and sperm into the water. After fertilization, they create tiny larvae called plannulas. 2. Settling and development. Plannula larvae float and attach to hard surfaces, such as the seabed or ship hulls. Here, they develop into individual polyps, then gradually form a colony. 3. Budding. From these bottom-attached polyp colonies, young jellyfish, medusae, are released into the ocean. 4. Adulthood. These young jellyfish feed on plankton to grow. Within a few weeks, they reach sexual maturity, ready for a new generation. 5. Immortal branching point. This is where the magic happens. For common jellyfish, T. rubra, after reproduction, they age and die. But with immortal jellyfish, T. dohrnii, when under stress, hunger, injury, old age, they don't die. Instead, they shrink, lose their ability to swim, and transform into masses of tissue called cysts. 6. Regeneration. Within 24 to 36 hours, these cysts attach to another surface, regrow into polyps, and form a new colony. Why do they do this? It's thanks to the ability of cells to change their function, transdifferentiation. Imagine the body like Lego blocks. A window block can transform itself into a roof to rebuild a brand new house. Modern genetic studies have shown that T. dohrnii possesses multiple copies of DNA repair genes such as POLD1 and POLA2 and the ability to protect chromosome ends, telomeres, preventing age-related genetic damage. In addition, its reprogramming ability allows aging cells to reverse time, becoming as flexible and new as stem cells, thereby erasing all signs of aging to begin a new life. Although they never die of old age, jellyfish remain very small, about 4.5 millimeters, the size of a little fingernail, with the number of tentacles increasing from 8 to 90 as they mature. They can still be vulnerable to predators from larger fish or diseases. Japanese scientist Shin Kubota has now demonstrated that this process can be repeated many times by raising jellyfish in a near-perpetual loop in the laboratory. This ability to reverse time allows scientists to learn a lot about curing diseases and helping humans live healthier lives in the future. Nature truly is a magic book, and the immortal jellyfish is one of its most wondrous pages.